You know, it might help if I turn the damn mic on. Might help. Just a bit. So I apologize for the first, like, some odd minutes where you didn't hear shit. That was my fault. I forgot to turn the mic on. So, anyways, that was awkward. All right. So for those of you who are wondering what I was saying, I have the chat up on my cell phone. So, I do have it up also on my laptop, so I can see things. I don't ever pull it up on my main computer, mainly because it'll jack the audio. I mean, you'll hear like doubling and just in weird shit. So that's why I don't actually pull it up on my main computer, is because I don't want you guys to hear double audio and whatnot. I work very hard to try and resolve some tech issues. Well, as best as I can, at least. So, anyways, hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I know it's late, so I want to thank you guys very much for being here. It means a lot to me. So thank you, as far as that goes. So, all right. Well, I think I've killed enough time. Waited long enough. So let's get started. So, probably the first thing you notice is the different background. Let me kind of give you guys an update as far as some things go. I know I've kind of talked, or at least I think I've kind of talked about it, but I will go into a little bit more detail. I ended up having to clean out and empty out my office. Pretty much close of about 95% of everything that's in it. The desk is still up there. There's still a few things on my desk that I honestly, I would like to move, but I'm not going to because I don't have any place to put them, and they're fine where they're at, just to be honest. So I'm not going to move them. But so I have a friend who's going to be staying with us for a couple months, and so but it was very last minute. It was kind of last Sunday when I went and saw Hero. It was kind of a loose conversation that had happened in between my wife and my friend, and Tommy told me about it. And, excuse me. And so I was like, all right, well, do I need to empty out the office and whatnot? She's like, well, no, nothing's firmly set right now. So let's just kind of play it by ear at the moment. So that's what we did. As of Wednesday, though, we had a conversation with them, and basically it was like, hey, guess what? We're going to be, coming Sunday. So it's like, well, shit. Okay, so I've basically got the next 3-4 days to empty a room and get it ready for people. And considering that there's not a bed in there, it'll be interesting because they're basically gonna have to like bring a bed, or well, I've got an inflatable bed though, so that might actually work for a bit. But I mean, it was very last minute, and honestly stressed me out pretty badly. I got kind of frustrated and kind of short with Tommy. On kind of more than one occasion as far as that stuff goes. I have apologized to my wife and whatnot. But Yeah, so I mean, it's just you don't realize how much shit you have in a room until you have to clean it, or you don't realize how much shit you have until you're moving and you've got to pack all your shit up, and then you kind of slowly realize how much shit and unnecessary shit you really have, and yeah, so. Although for the most part, the office didn't really have any unnecessary shit. It just had a lot of shit in it that I had to clean out. So I'm not thrilled about losing my office, but for the time being and for what it is, I guess it'll work. I guess in one way it is a good thing because I brought my computer down. I mean, I had to bring my computer down, got it set up. And now if the wife is like going to bed and I want to do a late night vlog or whatnot, I can actually do it without actually having to run upstairs or hide in the office. I can now do it in our bedroom. So not necessarily a bad thing, just kind of a different thing. So having to get used to it. My desk. My wife and I have the same desk. I've said this. I said this in another video. I actually said this in the stream that I did not too long ago. My wife and I have the same desk. Her desk color is different than mine, but other than color, it is exactly the same desk. My desk has a keyboard tray. Hers does not. So I am constantly trying to reach down and grab and set for a keyboard tray when I don't have one because it's her desk and she doesn't have a keyboard tray. So it's taking a little getting used to as far as that goes. So yeah. Sunday's a very important day. It's an important day for a couple of reasons. Number one, that's when our friend is officially starting their summer stay with us. Which honestly, our landlord is gonna pitch a bitch. I know he is. But I'll deal with that bridge when I get to it. But anyway, so that's kind of the first thing. The first thing is that's the official day that they're gonna be staying with us. The second thing, and this is honestly the more important thing, is that is the day where Hero, for those of you who don't know, I'm looking at adopting a Keeshond. His name is Hero. He's 6 years old. His previous owner, before his current owner, or his foster mom. His foster mom has taken phenomenal care, has incurred a decent amount of medical expenses to get him healthy and whatnot, because his previous owner was an ass. His previous owner left him in a kennel all day long, and I mean, I'm just not cool. I mean, you don't kennel a dog all day long because you're a lazy motherfucker. I mean, dogs are not there for you to put in a kennel and treat like a lamp. You look at it and whatnot every now and again and go, oh, pretty lamp. No. That's bad. No. So anyways, Hero is going to be doing his home visit. Our first visit went well. That was last Sunday, and we went to his foster mom. And brain died. Oh, so we went and saw him and introduced ourselves to Hero, and we brought both of our pups. We brought Carmel and Gabby. As far as that goes, we brought both of them to meet Hero, and both of them did really well. Gabby was fantastic and didn't have any issues with him. And Carmel's a blind old man, so for the most part, Carmel does what he normally does, which is he found a good place, he lied down, and that was about it. But, I mean, Carmel's also a 12-year-old Basset, so I can't really say I blame the old man. But, so that's Sunday. Sunday's a very important day. If everything goes well as far as Sunday's visit goes, then we'll officially be adopting Hero to the family. And then I will begin the process of evaluating him, seeing where Hero is at, and then I will be starting his training as far as getting him set, because he is my emotional support animal. And then I'm also going to get him trained and certified as a service animal. So he's going to basically serve two purposes. Because technically I need two dogs, but I can train one dog to do both purposes. So that's what I'm going to do. It's also a hell of a lot cheaper as far as that goes. Because, I mean, actually getting an actual service animal, number one, finding an insurance that'll actually pay for it sucks. State insurance won't pay for it. They go, that's great that you need it, but we're not going to pay for it. And then again, finding a single pay insurance that'll actually cover it is difficult, because I mean the cost to get a service animal starts at $10,000. I have not found anything cheaper. I could buy a dog. I can buy a hell of a lot of dogs for $10,000. But they start at $10,000 and go up from there. And the other problem is that one may not be readily available. You may have to basically go on a waiting list while they get a dog trained up or wrap up training for an animal that will appropriately suit you as far as what you need. So, I mean, it's utterly stupid as far as that goes. So, so the wife and I decided that we were going to try and find a puppy or a dog that's pretty well trained as it is. But Hero, the wife and I have a very special heart for adopting animals. We've adopted multiple animals over the years, and most of the time they're usually about in between 4 to 6 years old is usually the age that we get them at, and then they're with us until they pass away. So, but my wife and I have a history of getting older dogs. And that's not a bad thing, because that's actually a good thing. Because honestly, older dogs have a very difficult time finding a forever home. They really do. Because a lot of people want the puppy. They don't want the 5-6-year-old dog that will be difficult at best case scenario to train. Well, I shouldn't say at best case. Unless you know how to train a dog or have experience training a dog, a 5-6-year-old dog is a bit of a handful, because they've got 5-6 years of whatever habits from their previous owner or owners, depending on animal. So fortunately, to my knowledge, Hero has only had one previous owner. And so my wife and I will be his second and permanent owner, because we don't get rid of animals. Just because, well, I ended up having to give up my. I had a German Shepherd that I ended up giving up to a good. Well, I wouldn't say a good friend, but a friend of ours, because initially, I thought it would be an issue to actually bring her out here. And honestly, I've ended up regretting the decision ever since, because I loved Mariah. She was a fantastic dog. She was a good dog. And honestly, it's one of those regrets that I have. But I know that she went to a good home, and I see pictures of her on a regular basis, and I know that she's doing really well, and she's really happy. So I'm really happy about that. If I had found out that they had actually given her to a shelter or something, after I'd given it to her, I would have been pissed as hell. And honestly, probably would have gone back to Colorado, incurred the cost to go back to Colorado, and bring her out here. If I'd found that out, because I would have found out the shelter, and I would have done everything within my power to actually get her back. But I don't have to worry about that because, like I said, the friends that I gave it to are taking fantastic care of her, and she's doing really well. So I'm really happy about that. So, anyways, so Hero's 6 years old. Again, like I said, single owner that I'm aware of, and his single owner was an asshole. So I get to show Hero what a loving home is, one where he's not living in a kennel, one where he gets to be around his humans, and gets to experience life. Because honestly, he's 6 years old, but he acts like a puppy. He is energetic and spastic, just like a pup. And given the fact that he spent 6 years of his life in a kennel, I can't say that I blame him. Honestly, his growth is stunted a little bit, mainly because he spent pretty much all of his life in a kennel. So he never really had a chance to actually fully grow. I mean, when you're in a kennel that only allows a certain height, then, I mean, that's, yeah. And I know I keep coming back and harping on it, and my wife and I are not very, we don't have a lot of respect for dog owners or pet owners in general who are assholes to their pets. Pets to my wife and I are not lampshades. They're not pretty decorations. They're part of our family. And as such, as part of our family, they deserve respect and should be treated well. I don't really believe in creating or kenneling an animal unless you have to. I mean, there are times where we crate Gabby because we're going to a place where she can't go. And if we're going to a place where we know she can't come with us, then we'll kennel her. And even that's only for usually a couple of hours at worst case scenario. We try very hard not to kennel her. We have actually started to get into a habit of actually bringing her kennel with us and then actually bringing her anyways. And then we usually drag the brother-in-law along as well, so that if the wife and I need to like go into some place that Gabby can't go into, she can hang out in the car, and she's got a human to play with and to hang with. So she's still being taken care of, she's still being loved, and yeah. So I'm excited for Sunday. So I'm very, 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 very excited for Sunday because of that. So yeah, so that's Sunday. Can't really think of anything else. There's not really anything else new that's going on. Those are kind of the two big announcements as far as that goes. So the U carrying, it's the very first link in the description. I would ask that you guys go out to that link and donate to help my wife and I get out to Florida so that we can chase a dream for my wife. My wife is a phenomenal performer. She's a phenomenal singer, and the trip to Florida will help get her in front of the necessary people to try and make those goals and aspirations come true. But we do need a little bit of help getting out there. Because, well, it's not cheap. And honestly, it's the hotel stay and the travel expenses that are kind of killing us. We can do it. It'll be tight, but we can do it. And we're gonna make it happen no matter what. But yeah. So so go to the ucaring, ucaring.com. Look up Tomi, Tomi space K. She'll be the only person that pops up, so click on that and donate. Okay, that would be very much a blessing and very much appreciated. So, and I've learned over the years that if you don't ask for something, you don't get it. So I'm asking. I just plain and simple. I am asking. Just because I ask, though, doesn't mean I'll get it. But I have a far higher chance of getting what I want when I ask for it versus not asking. And that's kind of an important life lesson, is if you don't ask for something and then get pissed because it doesn't happen, then you're being a moron, because you're not I mean, my wife and I have watched The Secret, and The Secret, I mean, as far as the law of attraction is, I mean, it is very well true. If you do not ask for something, if you do not put it out there that you want something, you are far more likely not to get it. If you put it out there, though, you are very highly, your chances of getting what you're asking for vastly improve, because you're putting it out there. And you're actively seeking ways to make it happen. And that's what my wife and I are doing. We're actively seeking ways to make this happen. Now, we are doing a few other things. We're not 100% relying on the you caring. We're hoping and praying for blessings as far as the you caring goes, but it's not our end all be all. We're going to be doing a garage sale here in a couple of weeks as far as that goes. I've got some speakers back in Colorado that I have made very clear that I need them sold to the person who has them, and I've made it very clear when I need them sold by, which reminds me, I actually need to harass him about that. I'll do that tomorrow. So it like I said, I'm not, my wife and I are not 100% depending on the you caring to make this happen. We are asking for help through the you caring, and we are hoping and praying for blessings as far as that goes. We are not expecting, we don't have an expectation. And maybe that's the problem as far as maybe the whole law of attraction is we don't expect, we're hoping. But like I said, if I don't ask, if I don't put it out there, if I don't tell you guys about it, then the likelihood of it happening is far less than me saying something. So I'm saying something so that the probabilities of us getting help through that are higher. So that's kind of that. God, I'm tired. Anyways, So the main reason I actually bring up the trip to Florida is because I am going to attempt to get some stuff prepped, and then make sure that it has a delayed upload. And I may actually do a test on that this upcoming week, where I do 2 or 3 Dragon Age recordings, and then I in the upload options I change it to a delayed release, and see how that works. And as long as that works the way that I'm hoping it does, then we'll be good, and I'll do some other stuff. So that's the main reason why I keep bringing it up, is because there's going to be about 2.5 weeks, tail end of July 27th through probably somewhere around August 10th or 11th. The wife and I will be out. We'll be in Florida. We'll be traveling to Florida, in Florida, and then traveling back. And we're doing a bus, so the bus takes 3 or 4, depending on, it's either a 3-day or a 4-day trip, depending on which way we go. So there's that. And then, so I mean, that's going to be almost a week and a half just right there. The 2nd through the 6th, that's 4 days, plus a minimum 6-day travel, 3 days to get there, and then 3 days to get back, or 4 days to get back. So again, it's going to be about a week. It's going to be almost 2 weeks as far as that goes. And then about a week after that, we're leaving again, because we're going out to visit the father-in-law, and we're leaving August 27th. If I remember it, August 27th. We're leaving we're leaving on August 27th. And then we're going to be out for a week. So that one we're flying, though. So, but still, we're going to be out a week. We're going to be flying there. That's going to take us a day. Although the day that we're there, I mean, that's going to be same day arrival and whatnot. So we're going to be out there for a week, and then we'll get back. So so that's basically kind of what's going on. I know I keep talking about it, I know I keep bringing it up, but I just kind of want to keep putting it out there that these are the things that are coming up, these are the things that are happening, so that if I don't get a video out, you guys at least know it, and you guys understand that it's not that I'm not putting things out, I'm not putting content out, it's I'm literally not able to because I'm in another state doing things, and so that's really what's going on as far as that goes. So anyways, I'm tired and I'm blabbing and I'm kind of going in circles. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It is always appreciated. Please hit the like and subscribe button and then share. I mean, if you're enjoying this and whatnot, share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it, so that they can see what's going on, and yeah. So anyways, I've got great content actually in the works. I'm getting more comfortable with the software. I'm gonna start experimenting with some things, which reminds me, I think I'm gonna experiment with something real fast. So I should have. I do. All right. And all right. All right, we're gonna throw a little Sonic the Hedgehog there. Cool. Looks like it's actually showing. Cool. All right, and then we're gonna turn the effect off. Okay. Well, I'll fast forward towards the ending of this recording just to see. Based on what I saw, you guys saw it, so it shouldn't be an issue. But I wanted to put that out there. So, anyways, thank you guys so much. It is always appreciated. So until the next time, this is Panther0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.